Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you some of my custom avatars in Lego Lego DC Supervillains, a game where you get to play as DC supervillains. But I have made custom avatars that are based off of the show Invincible, like Conquest, Viltrumite Mark, Thrag, No Goggles Mark, and Invincible. But not only am I going to be showing you guys the avatars, I'm going to be making some in this video. But we're going to start with making a few more, just for the fun of it. So I'm going to be making more Invincible avatars, or characters I mean. Giving them all their abilities, all that kind of stuff. See, this was one of the avatars I did for a mission that I never really liked, but I gotta keep that because I don't know. Actually, I don't really need to, but who cares? But I have this whole other slot over here. There's so many slots to use. So, alright. So, I'm thinking on making... Sinister Mark. So, first, we're going to get the head. So, we don't use any of those. No, we do not. We use... Let's see. Where is it? Hold up, I gotta do something. I gotta check something out real quick. I need to look at what head I used on this one. Wait, if I used that, then how did I... Oh, I see. So the only reason I'm getting glasses is because that's how we're gonna get the black goggles. Cause Sinister Mark doesn't have the white goggles. No, he has the black ones. Because I don't know. Don't ask me. So I'm gonna get a picture of Sinister Mark real quick. Okay, so I got my example for how I'm going to want this to look. and it's also what I'm going to try and copy. So it is basically just Sinister Mark, but you know, it's just a picture of Sinister Mark from Google. So his sleeves, like his arm pieces are black with yellow gloves. And then he has like a cape. This is already starting to look like Sinister Mark. And then now we're gonna move on to the legs and stuff. So his legs are just like the arms, black, and then yellow boots. So black with yellow boots. And then for the hips, I'm gonna go with black hips because it's just black from there. And then in the body, we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go get Beast Boys. Oh, there we go. Beast Boy. That part is yellow. And then that is our Sinister Mark. Now all we gotta do is just change the abilities and stuff. Ability, oh no, that is personality. No, might as well fix it anyway. Vulnerable. Abilities. Okay, we got our sinister mark now. Excuse me. Wait, that was a sneeze. Whatever. Okay. Omnimark. Signature mark. Invincible. Mark.
Linking. Watch everyone around you die! Think, Mark! You'll outlast every brand new insignificant being on this planet. You'll live.
Oh, that's all for making the characters. But as you just saw, I made quite a few. I made Omni-Man, as you saw, General Krieg, Omni-Mark, and Sinister Mark. See, right here. The only two slots that are left is this one and this one. I don't know why, but I just turned green for a second. I was green Invincible. Okay, so now we're going to. I'm gonna make full mask mark. I want to see if I can do that. Plus, or not full mask mark, hood mask. You know, like the one where he just has like the little cover over his face, the little cloth. No actual mask, just a cloth. I'm gonna try to make that. And I might even make up my own Invincible. You know, just for the fun of it. Alright, so, to make hood mask mark, we're gonna need one of these guys with just the eyes, you know. Like this. And then, hold on. Okay. So then we're going to get in the goggles. So he has, I'm pretty sure, yellow goggles, right? Yeah. So we're gonna need these. And then we're gonna make the head blue. Like completely blue. Then we're going to need to make it look like a hood, like a cloth is over his face. So we're gonna have to go and find what are the neck pieces. Then we're going to get this. Don't know why he sounds like a robot. And then we're gonna get the hair, because it won't look like Invincible without the hair. So. Okay, so let me go into Google and look up the Invincible variants so I can have an example. Kind of forgot to do that. Okay, so there's hood mask mark or cloth. I don't know what to call him. I just don't know what to call him. He's like, it's just too confusing. Alrighty, I could just go here. Ugh. I think that'll do. Right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so he's not wearing anything on his hands. And then his sleeves, like his shirt or shirt sleeves are blue and yellow. I know this isn't the greatest looking one, but just like, this is the best it's gonna get. Well, for me it will be, because I'm not that good at making characters. So, don't blame me. Blame my lack of skill in making characters. And here's hood mask mark. Honestly, this didn't turn out as good as I thought it would be. I can't always expect the best. Okay, so his abilities are done. Now we just gotta name him. Okay, we made Hood Invincible. And the reason why I did this is because we made Omnimark, and I wanted to put a different character, like another variant as the second character. You know, like the player 2 character that would follow people around and take over, the player 2 would take over when player 2 joins. Well, I wanted it to be a different Invincible, but being Omnimark, that would just feel weird, and so, well, it didn't feel right, so I decided to change it I decided to make it Hood Invincible, because in the show, Hood Invincible and Omnimark work together to beat up regular Invincible and Adam Eve. Alright, so now I'm going to make my own custom Invincible. One that I completely make by myself. Okay, so first I'm gonna make it based off of my favorite character. My favorite character. It's gonna be based off my favorite color. And yeah. So I'm gonna get all the right things. So it's gonna be like kind of like the Viltrumites, but a little different. So the Viltrumites, they have white suits and stuff, right? Yeah. So I was thinking maybe I can make this one be like kind of like Viltrumite Mark, but instead of his suit being like, you know, white, it's gonna be green, or yellow and green, but yeah, still green. He'll be wearing I don't know what kind of gloves to use. I think I'm just gonna make them like a light green, like this. No yellow. Could just do a really dark green. Yeah. I didn't like how the waist, like the little waist piece was like standing out the most. So. Should I give him facial? I'm doing. Let's see. I think I'm going overboard now. I like this better. Yeah, there we go. So, mine is kind of like different. So, he has like the yellow still. And he has the black goggles, but all the blue or whatever, like, okay, so if you go onto Google, look up the main, looking at like the original Invincible that we first ever see. So I just basically replaced the black with green. And I'm gonna replace this stomach piece. Because at first I thought it was a good idea to use it, but now I'm not liking it. I'm starting to like this better. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I just basically replaced most of it with green. And different shades of it. Okay, so I don't know what to name this, so I want you all to put a name in the comments for this character. So I put question marks. But hold on, I am not done yet. I need to get rid of this weapon. Okay. Now I'm done. Alright. So I know I said I was going to check out characters and stuff, but I'm getting tired. So I'm just going to post this video as creating all these characters. So like and subscribe, and I will give you some tutorials on how to make characters in this game, which is Lego DC Supervillains, and in Lego Marvel Superheroes. So you can make these Invincible characters yourself in your own games. Alright, bye!